The Pandavas, for so many long years, were put in exile, 12 years. The 13th year they had to be in incognito, hidden in the kingdom of Virat. After that, by the arrangement of Krsna, they had to fight the greatest, most tragic war in the history of mankind, the battle of Kurukshetra. And through that battle they were victorious, and by the arrangement of Krishna they were given the throne of the whole world. But when Krishna left this world, and they no longer felt that they could utilize their wealth, their power, their prestige in his service, they did not want any of it. Yudhisthira Maharaj, the king, was the first to put Maharaj Parikshit on the throne, and putting on the simple clothes of a vanaprast, he left everything to go to the Himalayas. And his 4 brothers and their wife and mother, they all followed that line. They did not care for their throne, they did not care for their wealth, they did not care for anything if it was not according to Krishna's plan to be used in Krishna's service. They were truly surrendered souls. And this is why the Pandavas were so dear to Krishna. This is why Krishna became the friend, the messenger, the chariot driver of the Pandavas. And this is why when Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu descended into this world, the original form of Krishna himself, he also called upon Maharaj Pandu, Kunti Devi, and the 5 Pandavas to assist him in his work, so that he can continue to show the world the exquisite loving affairs between the Lord and his surrendered devotees. Today, people in this world are very much attached. They'll become devotees, but they very much want to make sure that there's a limit to their devotion. They draw a boundary wall that, yes, I am Vaishnava, I am chanting Hare Krishna, and I am doing some charity, giving some donation, and I am doing some seva, but I'm not a fanatic. I have my life, and I have my spiritual life and my domestic life, and they should not mix. So in this way, we have our devotional service, but then there's a wall that we build where we keep the things that we want to protect from Krishna. We want to guard very diligently that Krishna doesn't get this part. He can have that part and this part, but not this part. But Bhavananda Rai, he said, Ramananda Rai, he was a high post governor of Madras, big person, very prestigious to the family to have such a son. But on the order of Lord Chaitanya, he gave it up to come to Jagannath Puri to be Lord Chaitanya's personal assistant. And Bhavananda Rai was very happy that his son had surrendered to the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya and given everything up in this world. But then his next son, Vaninath, who was second in age, he said to Lord Chaitanya that this son of mine, Vaninath, I am hereby turning over to you to be your personal servant. He is yours for the rest of his life, to do whatever you like. And anything you want of any of us, it is yours. Please accept. For Bhavananda Rai, the only thing he considered valuable in life is whatever was accepted by Lord Chaitanya for his service. So Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very pleased, and he replied that because you are making these offerings with genuine love and devotion, I will accept. And then Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraced with great affection Bhavananda Rai, and then he personally placed his lotus feet on the 4 sons, the Pandavas, and showed them his great love. And he said, in 5 to 7 days Ramananda Rai will also be coming, and my heart longs again to be in his association. The Lord longs for the association of his devotees. And actually, everyone is essentially Krishna's devotee. Jévera svarüpa Krsna nitya-däsa. Krishna's longing for all of his spirit souls, all of his parts and parcels, to return to his loving service. That means each and every one of us. That means not only every human being, but wherever there is life in this creation, Krishna is longing for that eternal soul, that eternal loving servant to come out of illusion and return. And therefore, Lord Caitanya and the great acharyas, such as Srila Prabhupada, have taught us that there is no greater service to the Lord than preaching his message to the devotees and to the conditioned souls to help them to come back to the loving service of the Lord. That is the greatest service that we can do. And Srila Prabhupada is so merciful that he is so kindly engaging all of us in that most intimate service of the Lord by spreading the glories of the chanting of the holy name. Because in this age of Kali Yuga, there is no religious principle except the chanting of the holy names of the Lord. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama eva kevalam, kalo nasteva, nasteva, nasteva gatiranyata. There are many sub-religious principles, but only through sincerely chanting the holy names of the Lord with a spirit of service and devotion can we actually achieve Krishna Prema. Prema Pumartha Mahan, Purushartha Siromani. The crest jewel of all goals of life is love for Krishna. So we are not concerned with anything save and except those activities, those words and those thoughts which help to absorb ourselves and propagate Krishna's holy name.
You were listening to Radhanath Swami on devotionalnectar.com.